Since Warfare came out, people have been telling me I need to go see it. It's getting high praise across the board, and I'd always claimed I was going to. I'd even said things like, yeah, I'm going tomorrow to see it. Then tomorrow rolled around, and I didn't go and see it. Until today. And boy howdy, what a great movie. I wish I had seen it sooner. It is something special. Now, one of the biggest elements of this film that people have been glazing is how realistic it is, claiming that it's the most realistic depiction of combat you'll ever see on the big screen, and I can agree with that take. Now, of course, I've never seen combat. The closest thing I've seen to combat is paintball with my boys, but as someone who's never actually experienced it, I can kind of only imagine it based on stories and like footage. But even still, this feels so grounded in reality. Like even just the way they handle the weapons and like all of the like checks they go through this entire movie, it just like that's what I imagine it would be like to have been in a combat scenario like these men were. So it's a film based on a true story. It takes place in 2006 in Iraq. We follow one platoon as things just go tits up. It becomes a huge firefight and a struggle to survive as this platoon tries to make it out of this house alive. And this isn't like a Hollywood glamorization of combat. Like there's no music or anything, like they don't have like this swelling of emotional tunes with like a sad violin that plays or some kind of like triumphant music when they start to, get the upper hand or escape. All of it just feels like you are actually watching a real thing unfold in front of you, and it's really impressive to be able to do that. It is filmed beautifully. Like the first half of this movie, they have all of the platoon in this house that they occupy, and they're just going through the protocol. So they have one guy on a sniper, and he's just kind of listing out potential people of interest. The group is making a couple of little jokes, but overall they're pretty silent, just doing what they're trained to do, and it actually seems like they're kind of just bored a little bit. So like the first half of the movie is slow, just kind of setting this up, and then all of a sudden grenade comes through the hole, and now it's fucking full throttle. So now they're fighting back against this enemy and strategizing on how they can get out of this because they are surrounded. And the action here isn't like traditional movie action where you have like, fucking superheroes where, they're storming out there and they're like disarming the bad guys, fucking feeding them their vegetables and doing like some acrobatics and really cinematic shit to start shooting tons of people. It's not how it works here. It's not like these soldiers have fucking Deadeye from Red Dead Redemption 2 where they're gonna go through and like headshot everyone like you see in other movies or anything. Like here, most of the like shooting is from cover into cover, like just suppressing fire, trying to keep the enemy from like being able to take shots at them freely as they're crossing somewhere or going to grab someone or something. So for the majority of the film, you actually don't even see any of the enemies. You just hear the bullets hitting around them, see the bullets hitting around them, and occasionally you'll see them like poke out of cover, shoot while the soldiers are in cover, but overall, you're watching them suppress the enemy as opposed to just having like a, Gears of War horde mode where tons of enemies are collapsing at once and now the soldiers are just taking them all out one by one as, Fortunate Sons plays or something. It's just not that kind of movie. The movie is just so fucking tense. Like, there's only a couple of explosions in this film, but when they happen, you feel them. Like, I jumped out of my seat on the first explosion. That was, like, the biggest jump scare I've ever had in a movie theater. Like, full stop. And I see, like, every horror movie ever with the cheapest jump scares. This one was, like, an authentic holy shit moment. Like, the sound design in this movie was superb. Because, like, not only during the explosions, but they also have, like, show of force where they'll have, like, a jet fly pretty low, do, like, a low flyover to, basically discombobulate everyone in the area because it's just deafening and it blows through all this smoke and everything. And when that hits, you're like fucking shell-shocked by it too. Just like across the board, the way they use sound is just so effective at making you feel the anxiety and like how tense it is. So like when an explosion happens, everyone's like all muffled and shit and like concussed. So like you're not hearing things super clearly. And they have it last for a while. It's not just like a cheap gimmick they use. That goes on for a while, and it's like changing for each different member of the platoon that you start to like follow briefly during these things, because everyone's going through something a little different in this scenario here. And it sounds different. It is so impressive the way they used sound in this film. And also, when soldiers got injured, it was gruesome. And they didn't shy away from showing that kind of trauma and how it affects everyone else around them, as everyone's starting to feel this and everyone's like on edge and starting to panic, but trying their best to, get the fuck out of there and keep it all together. It is just a really special film. I was on the edge of my seat for the vast majority of this movie. So yeah, overall, Warfare was a great film. That's really about it. So yeah.